Imagine yourself before dawn beneath the vast Indian sky. No idols, no chanting, only a silent, ancient question hanging in the air. Who is God in Hinduism, really? Most people, whether from the West or even many Hindus themselves, will answer, aren't there 33 million gods? Isn't Hinduism all about polytheism? This isn't just a foreign misunderstanding. For generations, Hindus have inherited rituals and worship, yet rarely hear what the Vedas themselves say about the divine. The answer has always been there, hidden in plain sight in the verses of the Yajur Veda. Stay with me until the end, and you'll see how the Isa Upanishad quietly reveals a vision of the One so vast it dissolves both the confusion of many gods and, perhaps, the mystery of your own nature. If you find this journey meaningful, consider subscribing and liking for more explorations. Let's turn to the heart of it. The Rig Veda 1.164.46 says, Ekam sadvipra bahudha vadanti. Truth is one. The wise call it by many names. This is the oldest layer of the oldest Veda, declaring that Agni, Yama, and all the gods are simply names for a single reality. Next, Yajur Veda 32.3. Na tasya pratima asti, yasya nama mahadyasa. There is no image of him whose glory is truly great. No picture, no idol, no form can ever capture the divine. This formlessness is not a new idea. It's the foundation, later echoed in the Ten Commandments and the Sikh concept of Nirankar, the formless. Now, the Isa Upanishad, the 40th chapter of the Shukla Yajur Veda. These 18 verses aren't just commentary. They're embedded in the very core of the Veda. Gandhi even said that if all other scriptures vanished and only this first verse remained, Hinduism would survive. It begins with a peace chant. Om Purnam Adah Purnam, Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate. That is whole, this is whole. From the whole arises. Take the whole from the whole, and the whole remains. Infinity minus infinity is still infinity. Creation springs forth from God without reducing God. The universe isn't something broken off from the divine. It's the divine, fully expressed, with nothing lost. The first verse declares, Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam. All this, whatever moves in this world, is enveloped by Isha, the Lord. Because the divine pervades everything, nothing is truly yours or mine. Greed is not just wrong, it's a misunderstanding of reality. Then comes the paradox of the One. Verse 4. Anighad ekam manaso javiyo. The One, unmoving, is swifter than the mind. Even the devas cannot catch it. The text itself places this One, this Ekam, above every god of myth and ritual. Verse 5. It moves, and it moves not. It is far, and it is near. It is within all this, and outside all this. The pronoun here is tat, that. Not he, not she, just that. The rishis chose a word without edges because the unlimited cannot be limited by language. Then, he who sees all beings in the self, and the self in all beings, cannot shrink from or hate anything. God is named Atman, the self within all. The vision of God ends hatred, fear, and delusion. To hate another is to miss seeing the divine in them. One verse gives perhaps the clearest Vedic definition of God. Saparyagach chukram akayam, avranam asnaviram, shuddham apapaviddham. The divine is radiant, bodiless, flawless, pure, untouched by sin, all-seeing, all-knowing, transcendent, self-existent, who arranges all things exactly as they should be for all eternity. Not polytheism, but a statement of formless, infinite monotheism. The Upanishad also warns, don't cling to only forms or only the formless. Sambhuting cha vinasam cha, yastad vedo bhayam saha. Whoever knows both the manifest and the unmanifest crosses death and achieves immortality. God is both beyond creation and present within it, transcendent and immanent, both at once. And then, the prayer. The face of truth is hidden by a golden disk. O nourisher, remove it, so I may see. The divine is Satyam, truth itself, veiled by the world's brilliance. The journey ends with a line both bold and intimate. That Purusha, the Supreme Person, who is there, he am I. Not just a distant God, but the Self, discovering the divine as your own innermost reality. Throughout, the Upanishad uses many names: Isha, Purnam, Tat, Ekam, Atman, Shukram, Akayam, Shuddham, Kavit, Paribhuh, Svayambhuh, Satyam, Purusha. 19 windows, but one reality. This vision is not isolated. The same core, oneness, formlessness, self-existence, the all-pervading truth, appears later in Judaism, Christianity, and Sikhism. The Isha's Svayambhu, self-existent, echoes as I am that I am in Exodus, and as Saibang in Guru Nanak's Mool Mantar. The Vedic command against images resurfaces in the biblical commandments and Sikh Nirankar. Ekam becomes Ik Onkar, the Sikh opening glyph. Satyam, truth, is called the name of God in both the Bible and Sikh scripture. Did the later faiths borrow directly from the Vedas? We can't prove direct borrowing, but the Vedas were written first, and every later scripture repeats these core attributes. Either the branches grew from this trunk, or anyone who looked deeply at the infinite glimpsed the same root. So, what is God in Hinduism? Not one among many, not a crowd of rivals, but the one beyond all names and forms, pervading, sustaining, and living as everything. The many rituals and deities are expressions, not competitors, of the one. Next time someone asks, why do Hindus worship so many gods? Remember the Rishi's answer, carved into the oldest verse. Ekam sad vipra, bahuda vadanti. Truth is one. The wise call it by many names. And perhaps, as the Upanishad whispers, what you seek, you already are.